Hey, good morning, folks. I'm Myra Ansari here for Wave Now. Hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. So we are going live to Angels Broadway Child Care Center, and the mayor is getting together with folks to announce the new executive director of Thrive by Five. Thrive by Five Louisville is the independent nonprofit that's going to leverage public and private funds to expand quality early learning and child care for every 3 and 4-year-old in Louisville. So there's a press conference going on, so we're just waiting for that to start. But here's a look at them getting set up over here. So they're going to be announcing.
Plenty of room, right, guys?
There's the mayor. Let's listen in.
That's right.
And but I'm gonna have all of you guys on it right in here.
Plenty of room.
They're gonna come and they're gonna sit here during.
Oh, okay.
I get it.
You got a great place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, I know you.
And they're just gonna sit right there.
I'm gonna guess you got a Spider-Man Lamborghini.
Sit down. Sit down. Good job. Sit right here. Good job. Yes, Cameron. Right there. Sit down. I should get that everything sit. Okay.
We'll come in and squeeze with you. You're kicking us off, right? Buddy.
Let me go ahead and get started.
Yeah,
in here, okay?
Ashley.
Okay.
Been down there.
Okay. Let me go ahead. Okay. Good morning, and thank you all for joining us at our Angels Child Care Center Broadway for this announcement of the new executive director of Thrive by Five Louisville. My name is Dee Collins Frias, and I am the executive director at this location and 2 other ones, our Angels Child Care Center West and our Angels Child Care Center St. Andrew Church Road. It is my privilege to introduce the person who's committed to quality, early learning, and all 3 and 4-year-olds in Louisville has made it possible for us to celebrate this announcement today. Mayor Craig Greenberg. Mayor Greenberg ran on this commitment, and his team has been working with the community partners every day to make it happen. Based on the input, the community and the mayor's team helped launch Thrive by Five Louisville, a nonprofit organization that makes sure that quality early learning is available for every 3 and 4-year-old in Louisville. I am pleased to introduce to you Mayor Craig Greenberg.
Thank you so much, Stevie. Thank you so much, Devi. It is great to be with you here today at our Angels Child Care. You've got a great place here, and what amazing kids. I had a chance to meet all of them, and they are wonderful young people who are clearly learning every day and are going to be wonderful members of our city for generations to come. So thank you so much for what you do. It's always inspiring and energizing to be around young kids like this in such a good, healthy environment. Kids of this age, they know how to embrace the moment they're living in. I just saw that a few minutes ago. And I think all of us in our community need to embrace the moment we're living in as people and as a city. And our city has incredible momentum in so many areas, in improving the economy, improving public safety, building more affordable housing, more parks, libraries, downtown development, and more. Our city is clearly moving in a new direction. And right now, it's essential that we embrace this moment of opportunity that we have to do some big things, like making early childhood learning a priority for all of our kids across our community. It needs to be a priority because it's so important. The research is clear. Kids like those here today who have the opportunities to participate in early childhood learning opportunities and quality child care experiences are much more likely to graduate from high school, earn more money over their lifetime, lead longer, healthier lives. It also helps their parents and guardians get back into the workforce quicker. to become part of our economy, to create wealth for their families. It helps businesses, hires more workers. And for all these reasons and more is why I launched the initiative, which ultimately turned into Thrive by 5 Louisville. And so many great partners helped make this along the way that were on our early learning action group. And now, working under the leadership of Ashley Novak Butler, is the first chair of Thrive by 5. This is an organization that is off and running, that is not wasting any time to reach this bold goal that we have set to create more early learning opportunities for every 3- and 4-year-old across our entire city. So many folks have helped make this a reality. Everyone on the Early Learning Action Group, people from my administration, Metro Council helped support Thrive by 5 financially. The Kentucky General Assembly has helped support Thrive by 5 financially as well. We have made great progress in the short time that we have been working on this initiative. And now with today's announcement, we are going to turbocharge that and make even more great progress as we move forward. So I'm so excited about to have a new first full-time director of Thrive by 5 Louisville that's going to lead us into the future. So now let me turn it over to the chair of the board of Thrive by 5 to make this exciting announcement, Ashley Novak Butler, who has been a true champion for kids, for quality childcare, for early learning opportunities for kids throughout our entire community for years, and is now taking that experience, that leadership, to help lead this board and organization in an amazing new direction. Thank you so much, Ashley, for your leadership, and excited for the announcement that we're about ready to make.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Greenberg. I can tell you that this is a very exciting day for me. And so I'm very excited to get to this announcement. But I want to thank you all for being here on behalf of the Thrive by 5 Board of Directors and the Advisory Council, some who are present here today. I want to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us in this exciting moment for Thrive by 5 Louisville. As many of you know, Thrive by 5 was created to ensure that every child in Louisville has access to high quality early learning and care. We know that when our youngest learners thrive, our entire community benefits. Today marks a significant milestone in that mission. After a national search, we are thrilled to welcome Raylene Robinson as the inaugural Executive Director of Thrive by 5 Louisville. Raylene brings a wealth of experience in nonprofit leadership and community engagement. She is a passionate advocate for young children and families. Her track record of driving meaningful impact makes her the right leader at the right time for our organization. With Raylene at the helm, Thrive by 5 is poised to make real, measurable progress in expanding access to quality childcare. We are focused on ensuring that Louisville's youngest citizens have the foundation they need to succeed. I know she is ready to roll up her sleeves. Believe me, we've been at work at it, and get to work collaborating with providers, partners, policymakers, and Louisville families to turn vision into action. I want to take a moment now just to again thank Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg for his leadership and tremendous support of Thrive by 5 Louisville. I also want to thank the Louisville Metro Council and the Kentucky General Assembly for their investment in this incredibly critical work. Their commitment to early learning and care is helping build a stronger future for our city's children, families, and our economy. It is now my honor and privilege to introduce Raylene Robinson, our new Executive Director of Thrive by 5 Louisville.
Thank you, Ashley, for those kind words. And thank you to the Thrive by 5 Board of Directors for your trust and confidence in me to lead this work. Also, thank you to Mayor Greenberg. Your leadership in this area has gotten us to this point, and I look forward to working with you so much closer on this initiative. I am truly honored and excited to be the first Executive Director of Thrive by 5 Louisville. We know that the early years shape the trajectory of a child's life, and ensuring that all children, regardless of their zip code, and regardless of their family circumstances, have access to high quality early learning is one of the biggest investments that our community can make. This work is meaningful, but it's also complex. There are challenges ahead, but so is our resolve. Expanding access to quality early childhood education requires bold thinking, collaboration, and commitment from every community member, from our parents, from our providers, from our business leaders, our legislators, and our funders. It will take all of us to ensure that Louisville's youngest learners have the strong start that they deserve. I look forward to working alongside each of you, listening, learning, and leading with urgency so that together we can elevate early learning and care and build a stronger, more equitable Louisville. Thank you, and I look forward to working with all of you.
Welcome, Raylene. We are so excited that you are the inaugural Executive Director of Thrive by 5 Louisville. Dee, thanks again for hosting us here. Ashley, thanks to your leadership and everyone else who's with us here to celebrate this important day, even though we know we have so much more work ahead of us to move on into the future from here. So we're excited about today. We're thrilled to share this news with the public, and we're happy to take any questions about this if there are any from members of the media.
Mayor, could you talk about the financial barriers this will eliminate?
Sure. I mean, our goal, and it's a bold goal, is that every 3- and 4-year-old child has opportunities for early childhood learning and care experiences in Louisville. That will take a while to get to. And so Raylene and Ashley and their team at Thrive by 5 Louisville are working on attracting more educators into the workforce, improving the quality of early childhood care centers and learning centers. Those are the initial steps towards making that goal a reality.
How will this work and who qualifies?
All of those details are going to be worked out. Do you want to add anything to that, Ashley?
Yeah, we're excited to celebrate that Raylene's here today, and we're in the process of figuring all those details out, and there'll be more announcements to come.
But the thing is, you have found that there are lots of kids who are staying at home until it's time to enter kindergarten, first grade.
Yeah, we know from the entering kindergarten classes in Jefferson County that the first time far too many kids in our community enter a classroom is on their first day of kindergarten. And we also know, as I mentioned, the research is clear that when kids get early childhood, great quality care experiences, early learning opportunities before kindergarten, they are going to lead even healthier and stronger lives. And so we want to help support the next generations of Louisville for as long as we can.
Can you talk about the timeline that there is to getting this all done? I know we're going into next year, I believe, right? Or more than that?
Yeah, we're relatively on schedule here. We wanted to hire an executive director in the first part of the new year. Ashley and the board are hard at work, and Raylene will now lead the team moving forward on putting together how all the funding is going to be spent and what the next steps are. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add.
Yeah, I'm. All of this is, of course, in development. I can tell you from a board perspective, our committees have started meeting to work. We have our advisory council fully on board, and we are our committees of workforce and facilities are ready to get together and make a plan for what we plan to do, with the hopes of really starting to get some work out the door that we will be able to announce in a future date.
What are some specific challenges you all are hoping to tackle when it comes to early childhood education?
Do you want to address?
Sure,
Yeah.
please.
Thank you. Well, the advisory commission and the group that the mayor put together has done some really in-depth work and research around what are the obstacles that we need to focus on first. So like Ashley mentioned, workforce is our primary barrier right now. So that's going to be the first initiative that we tackle. These will all be moving forward concurrently, but we know that workforce is sort of a root cause issue that we need to look at. There's also a facilities committee. We know that whether we're talking about upgrades or expansion to facilities, that's a critical area for growth that we need to work on with our providers. And then the third area is community engagement. That's looking at how do we engage with families, how do we engage with providers, how do we engage with our government partners to create real change in a meaningful way.
And when you say workforce, what does that look like when it comes to early childhood education, teacher shortages?
We're still working on that. And the groups who have done the work over the past, I guess, year it is now, have looked at models in different cities and how can we take something that we already know has worked somewhere else and take pieces and parts of it and implement it here. So we don't have a clear idea of what that looks like now, but that is part of that specific workforce group that they're going to be digging into and making recommendations.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Appreciate you joining us. All right, guys, time to celebrate. Great job, guys.